Welcome back to Catching Up with Katie, where we kind of do a catch up, hence the name, of what's been going on at the farm, what's been going on with all the animals, but we also take comments from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere from y'all, and we talk about them. And last week was a little bit deep. It was a little bit deeper topics than normal, so we're going to try to keep this one a little more lighthearted. But for the catch up, I do want to go over to my boy Nate, who is a girl dad now. So that's why we had to kind of like pre-film a bunch of stuff, because right before the cattle sale last weekend, his baby decided to be born, and she's gorgeous. Thanks. So you want to tell us a little bit about her? Just a little bit?
Yeah, she's really sweet and cool and nice, and most of the time she's calm and chill, and we love her a lot. And, you know, we're just all happy to be here.
How much sleep did you get last night?
But 2.5 hours.
Other than new life with Nate, we also had a bunch of new life here on the farm. We've had a bunch of calves born, so we'll do a video on that. We do not know necessarily what happened to Bubbles yet, but I will keep y'all updated on that. And I think we're ready to go into the video.
Okay. Our main topic is horoscopes.
Horoscope. By the way, I don't know.
Zodiac signs.
I don't ever know the topics before we get here.
I find it very interesting. I thought you would find it interesting.
I want someone to be able to look at my, tell me my everything chart. I don't know how to do any of that.
Well, we did our angel numbers in one episode. So basically, you're a Gemini.
Yes.
So I'm just going to tell you your basic characteristics, and we can all say if that sounds like you or not.
I'll read off yours after this.
Okay. Nate, what are you?
Now,
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it matter? Because I feel like when I see people talk about their chart, in the few times that I have, it matters what time you were born, on what specific day, and all the things, if you believe in that stuff. But
I think for that more specific stuff, it's what's your rising? What is
But what does it all mean?
You have a star sign. I think you have a moon. So I'm not an expert. I don't know. I'm just going to tell you
I need someone to tell me.
Gemini.
Okay.
Geminis are known for being curious, social, and versatile, but they can also be impulsive, clever, and intellectual.
Am I social?
It says you are the most sociable sign of all the zodiacs.
I need a refund.
Well, social, it says friendly, fun-loving, and have great communication skills. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty right.
I think
agree.
I think being an introvert and having great communication skills are two different. You're an introvert, you say.
Yes.
But you still have good communication skills.
I feel like I can just fake it, which I'm learning. In my comments, everyone says I have autism, and everyone in my comments says I'm masking. So maybe I'm just...
What does masking mean?
I apparently girls who are on the spectrum are able to mask, meaning not show signs that are typical to what people normally would say are autism, signs in your personality, and you can mimic what you think is socially acceptable, even though
it's not what comes
it's not
naturally.
What's natural for you. And I feel like
I do that all the time.
I know. Now we're all wait.
my comments are filled with saying I'm on the spectrum, which I wouldn't necessarily disagree. I definitely think in the more recent years, they're saying women have different diagnoses.
They were telling me I had ADHD.
I would agree with that.
Can we all go get tested and film it? Just to see?
We do an online quiz.
No, we need to go to a doctor.
Okay.
Run some tests.
All of us together.
But yeah, I would say, we went to that event this past weekend. We went to an event with Facebook. They had us to Austin, Texas for the Facebook IRL event, and they had me speak on a panel, and they had me to have an interview, and I had to talk to all these people. And when I tell you, I was so nervous when I went to the dinner the night before that I introduced myself as Casey to someone.
You just had a lisp all of a sudden.
I was like, I'm Case. I'm not actually. I'm Katie. and I felt so awkward. But then like I can get it together. It does not come natural to me. I'm married to the most social butterfly on the earth.
Yeah.
Every person he meets, that's one of my best friends. I'm like, you met him last week.
He's my best friend.
Interesting though.
It also says that you crave spontaneity and have an adrenaline junkie spirit. I would disagree with that.
I'm too cautious for that. Spontaneity, in some ways, yes. Not like I love to lay around and not like not a zoomer arounder.
No.
As TikTok says that sound. I'm obsessed with it. This little kid is on like a snowboard. She's snowboarding and she's like, I'm not like a zoomer arounder. I'm like, me either, girl. But yeah, I wouldn't say adrenaline junkie.
Self-critical.
Yes.
Very thoughtful about their actions and decisions.
Now, I don't want to be some kind of way, but I feel like I am. But at the same time, others might disagree. I don't know. Both of you are silent.
I'm going to be honest. I totally zoned out.
Yeah, I knew you had no idea what I said.
Not a bit.
Self-critical and thoughtful about their actions and decisions.
Do I think Katie is? Mm-hmm. Secretly.
Secretly?
I think maybe a little secretly, yeah.
Secretly thoughtful?
You said self-critical?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I'm secretly self-critical.
You think it's...
I think I flat out just... I feel like the self-critical is like the given.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm thoughtful with my actions, but I also don't... I don't know. I don't want to say, I'm just so thoughtful. And then you're sitting there like...
I think you are.
Yeah, I think you are.
I also pay you both, so...
Right. Said to be most compatible with Aries.
Aries?
That's me.
Oh. What's Jonathan? Hold on. Let me look at what Jonathan would be, because I wonder what it says for compatibility with... I feel like he's a Sagittarius, but let me look. October 29th.
No, that's Scorpio, I think.
He's Scorpio.
You said you were a Libra? What?
Leo.
I'm a Leo.
Leo. Okay.
But what does it say? Is Gemini compatible with Scorpio?
Oh.
Or Gemini? They're going to tell me to get a divorce.
Geminis and Scorpios can be a good match in love if they communicate well, compromise, and focus on each other's strengths.
I feel like we do that, except for a couple days ago. The communication was zero, and he was hunting in a different state while I was in a different state, and I was so angry the entire day because he had gotten a big buck the night before. They had stayed up, so I knew he was probably going to sleep in, but I figured he'd want to talk to me before I got on an airplane.
Right.
It was like, I could die. It could go down. And I was trying to get a hold of him before I left, and he like wouldn't answer his text, wouldn't answer his phone. And then I feel like men are just so dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
And finally I got a hold of him at 2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Levi, too.
Levi, too, he's just as guilty, but I'm not married to him. So,
Right.
Because I was trying to get a hold of him to talk to Jonathan. But then Jonathan's like, oh, I lost my phone.
Last night. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah. I'm like, you don't want to send me a little texty?
Yeah.
A little texty text? Be like, I'm alive? Anyway.
Well, it does say communication is the struggle. But just in case you were interested, some famous couples who are Geminis and Scorpios include Katy Perry and Russell Brand.
Oh, no.
Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert.
Oh, no! Oh, no.
Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet.
They're all divorced.
So anyway.
Oh, no. I gotta call Jonathan and let him know the odds are not in our favor.
They're not.
The stars have spoken.
They have. Okay. I keep putting Libra. You're not a Libra. You seem like you would be. I don't know.
Okay, do you even know about Libras to be disgusted?
No, I don't know anything.
Okay. So Leo, natural leader, confident and enjoy being in charge. I would say that's true.
Thanks.
Open and fair-minded.
There's only one right answer here.
Loves to admit when they're wrong.
Bull.
That's not on there. It's not on there.
I was supposed to be like, his mom alive. It's not when he was born.
Oh, that's funny.
Loyal.
Sure.
Dramatic.
Yes.
Over the top. Theatrical. Brave. Do you think you're brave?
Yes. I think so.
Okay.
I don't think I've been in a situation with you where you had to be brave.
I've been in few situations where I had
Except
to be brave.
for in the Mare and Foalfield,
I was gonna say definitely
where
not
you're just
brave.
conquering your fears of horses. He got on Bo.
did.
That was so brave.
Thanks. Brave.
High maintenance. I wouldn't say that.
I don't think so.
Social butterflies.
Yes.
Kind and protective.
Yeah.
I think that all kind of
Okay.
adds up.
Give me about you. Okay. So you're an Aries, energetic. Competitive.
I am competitive.
I
I
feel
don't
like
think you've seen me in a place to be competitive.
maybe not, because I try to get you competitive, and maybe it's just on things you don't care about.
Would you say I was competitive during Catan?
They played a game without me.
You were a little cutthroat.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. I agree with
you were
that.
competitive.
Impulsive.
I agree with that.
Yes, you are. Honest. I think you like.
I would say so most of the time, yeah.
Sometimes you're a little reserved with your honesty. I think because mainly
I don't like it. I don't like when my honesty is like, if I feel like it's going to,
hurt someone's feelings.
yeah,
Creative. I believe you're creative.
I can be.
I think you're creative.
I think it's inside you.
Fiery temper. I've never seen you. I think I've seen you annoyed. I don't think I've ever seen you mad.
I don't really get very mad about things.
Aries are known for having an explosive temper.
Yeah,
So do you have a long fuse, and then when it gets to the end, you just like explode?
yeah.
Yeah.
I keep things in for a long time.
Yeah. And then it just comes to a head.
I would agree. That's like, I feel like what everyone thinks about Aries, like that's the main characteristic is like mad. I don't know.
I find when you're annoyed, no matter what it is, I find you become more reclusive and like you stop talking as much. And it's like you're thinking about it a lot
Yeah.
instead of being outwardly mad. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's usually not at me. Direct.
I don't know if I would.
So, are we sure you're an Aries?
I know people are always confused when I tell them I am.
Uh-huh. Stubborn. I don't even feel like you're that stubborn.
I'm really not.
I feel like you're pretty chill. Soft-hearted. Yes. You are soft-hearted. Sensitive. I think you're sensitive too. Yeah. So there's a few in there, but like out of all of those, that's confusing. I would love to know. I want someone that is so deep into the zodiac side of life that knows everything. I want to tell them all my stuff and then them
Me too.
dissect it.
I would love to know like the
chart.
Yeah. Because you have like an animal, like mine is a ram. I don't know what.
I thought the
yours is.
Gemini was like
yours
the
is a
sisters.
lion. It's twins. Gemini is
Twins.
twins. Yours is a lion.
I've heard. Okay, what are some negative things about Gem or like our zodiacs? Because I've heard people associate being two-faced with Gemini.
Two-faced, impulsivity, manipulative, moody, nosy. Exaggerate things.
because here's the thing, for the exaggerate things, because she's with me every day, she will witness the event. And then she will hear me call Jonathan and tell him the event. And it's like, I'm just like,
I don't remember
think
that.
it's that exciting.
Exactly.
Okay, some negative Nate traits. Arrogance.
A little.
Oh.
Stubbornness, would you say?
See, he's
A
even being
little.
stubborn about being stubborn. Yes, he is.
Self-centered. I don't know if I would say that.
Not a lot.
Jealousy. You don't want people to outshine them.
Not much.
Overcritical.
Yeah.
Are you jealous when it comes to like your wife?
Not really. I don't think we often put ourselves in situations where I
Right.
would ever have a
Need to
reason
be
to be
jealous.
jealous.
Yeah. Confrontational.
Yeah.
Intimidating.
I don't feel like you're into it. Okay, what's Macy's sign? I want to see if
When's
they're-
her birthday?
Are because y'all seem
March.
so compatible.
March what?
28th.
Why did it take you a minute? She's also an Aries.
Okay, are Leos and
Leo,
Aries?
compatibility. Compatibility.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Both fire signs.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. It sounds cool.
Well, Aries, Leo, I think. I don't know. There are water signs, fire signs.
Is it
I
air?
think an air.
Earth.
I don't think there's earth.
Water, earth.
Earth, fire, or air, fire.
I'm fire.
1,000 years ago. Last Airbender, anyway.
You have a similar approach to problems, a mutual respect and understanding, great communicators, both adventurous, creative, and a zest for life.
I see that very much about their relationship. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I'm like, y'all don't argue at all. He's like, no,
I know.
Never been in a fight. Still
I don't
haven't.
get it. I don't get it.
I'm gonna look
Especially
up
if I was
mine.
married to you, I would fight you constantly.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, imagining the two of y'all together is a nightmare.
I would fight you so hard on everything.
Everything.
There would never be like a quiet moment.
I would never internally let it go.
No.
Like with me and Jonathan, like I find like what they said about our two signs to be very accurate. That it could work well if you put in this.
Yeah.
You know, like you got to put in the work, and we do work very well most of the time. But usually it is lack of communication when we're not doing so hot, and generally it is. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but usually it's his lack of communication about like what he's doing and he knows. I can't just be like, oh, you said you're sorry, I'm good now. He has to come like make me okay, and so usually he has to come like kiss me and stuff and like shower me with love. And so basically he has to be like I win
Every time.
every time.
I am not good at that.
I don't want to read my negative traits. I'm like, do y'all see me this way?
I'll tell you.
I know you will.
We'll look over at Nate for every single one of them. Impulsivity, we already said that.
Yeah.
Which I feel like, in my opinion, impulsivity isn't always a bad trait.
Agree.
Yeah.
You gotta live life.
Sometimes it is, though.
Selfish.
A little bit. I
I think, and this
in
might just be
some
because-
ways.
this might just be because I feel like everyone may have like a little bit of selfishness in them, but I feel like for your age, you're not at all.
I don't think I am in most situations, no.
No.
I'm pretty good at like trying to see things from other people's perspective.
Impatient, jealous, aggressive,
Impatient, yes.
especially with men.
Jealous, yes.
Aggression, though,
No.
no. Headstrong.
Take you on. Sorry.
What'd you say?
I was singing Headstrong
yeah.
by Trap.
Yeah.
Headstrong.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
little louder.
Nope.
Attention seeking. I don't feel like that.
I don't think so.
Competitive. I don't think that's a bad thing. Hot tempered. No. Lack of patience. That's already on there. Demanding.
No.
I don't think so either. Reckless.
Maybe I'm all these things inside and y'all just don't know.
You live a double life, apparently.
You don't know the real me.
Temperamental. I don't think you're temperamental.
What does that mean? Like sometimes you're mad,
I guess
sometimes
moody.
you're,
Like, yeah. I don't think
don't
so.
know.
I don't think that
I'm pretty
matches.
cool. I don't think I have many of those.
You seem very cool, calm, and collected. And like I said, anytime because we've known each other a little over a year now, so I've seen you go through some boys and I've seen you go through some whatever where you're annoyed or you're whatever. And generally, I feel like you get more like inside than expressing
Projecting
it out.
it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen your birth certificate?
No.
It would be really easy to raise a child with the wrong birthday. You could just be wrong.
Or like on one of your early birthdays, they were like, "Ugh, we got like this trip going on. Then we like
Let's just
what?
move it.
Let's
We'll
just move
to
it.
next month. We'll just celebrate next
Don't
month.
have me believing that.
What if-
that
what
I'm
if-
23 and my birthday has been on the wrong day for 23 years.
Possible.
Text Kim.
Are you sure? Everyone knows that you're picky and that you like chicken strips. So, what are your favorite chicken strips? Like, from what place or what brand?
Fresh Publix chicken tenders. And what's funny about that, so I feel like that's just a really good go-to. Like they're always good. Now, reheated, not so much. Like you got to get the right amount so you just finish them. But I remember, so when me and Jonathan got engaged, it was a shock to me because I'm the most gullible person ever. You could, like, my parents would keep my Christmas presents with like a blanket over them, and I would never look. Didn't know what's under that blanket. Never would have thought. I'm gullible and easy to surprise. And so we were on the way to Arrington Vineyards, which is a vineyard near us, and a bunch of his family was in town. I thought for another reason. That's like,
Because.
just because. And, you know, I'm in the car and I'm like, ugh, my hair is so disgusting. I've had my makeup on for 8 hours. I don't even like the dress I'm wearing. And he's like, okay. And I look at my nails because I had just gotten them done because he had sent my Nana to take me to get my nails done. But I had been like, I'm going to take a break from tips. So they were so short and nubby with like a clear coat on them. Okay. And I, in the car, was like, you'd better not propose to me because this is not it. This is not the time or place. He was like, babe, I don't even have the ring yet. Like, don't even worry about that. And I was like, okay. And we show up and I look on the table and it's just Publix chicken tenders as the dinner. And I'm like, what a day. This is like, this fixes everything. I'm so excited. And so I'm just like stuffing my face with Publix chicken tenders. And Jonathan was like, okay. And this isn't abnormal. He usually prays at our big family gatherings. Like he just usually can think of stuff easily. So he's just called upon to pray. So we all gathered around, you know, held hands. It was probably 20 something people. And it was like in a picnic kind of area at the vineyard. So there's grapes all behind us and everything. And he starts praying, and then he starts just saying all these nice things about me, and I'm just like, interesting. And then he turns to me and proposes to me in the middle of the circle. But anyway, long story about my proposal to say Publix chicken tenders was like the go-to to make me happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about mac and cheese? What's your favorite place to get mac and cheese?
Longhorn Steakhouse
All right.
with the bacon in it. They're the little curly Q noodles. Mm-hmm. The type of noodle matters.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
we had some. We had
Remember
a
it was
miss,
flat.
a miss with the
so
mac
bad.
and cheese on Saturday.
That one I felt like wasn't the worst. It was. Remember we went to that creamery.
Yeah.
That was the worst mac and cheese I think I've ever had.
Yeah.
And there's another steakhouse that we went to, and they were in these little teeny tiny, like itty bitty noodles that were little circular with holes in them, and they weren't like a
Like SpaghettiO noodles?
yes.
Ew.
They did their mac and cheese with SpaghettiO noodles, and it was the most nasty thing I've ever eaten in my life. The nudes matter.
Sounds disgusting.
It was. And it was so expensive. It was at like a really fancy steakhouse. That's why here's my thing. If I go to a fancy steakhouse, just give me the actual food. You know, don't try
Yeah.
to make it all fancy.
Yeah.
I'm coming for quality, not, or like, don't try to make it your spin on it. You're going to ruin it. Just give me some quality, good quality cheese on some good quality noodles. Don't put bread, no breadcrumbs either.
No, I don't
Get
like,
outta
I
here
don't
with
like
that.
breadcrumbs either.
I'm not anti breadcrumbs in a mac and cheese.
I am.
I am. I don't like it.
Very much so.
I think it's okay.
I went to my
sometimes.
friend's house and she was like, my mom made you mac and cheese because she knows that you don't like whatever they were eating. So I had mac and cheese. I get there, it's a baked pan with a bunch of bacon bits, or not bacon bits, breadcrumbs on top. And I was like,
it. I like a baked. I like a
I do
baked
too.
pan.
me too.
Just not no breadcrumbs.
No.
They make it weird.
And I ate it and I didn't complain, but in my head I was like, just ruined, just skip that step.
They make you your own personal serving of mac and cheese, and you're just like,
Mind you, I was in like middle school, okay? But anyway.
would you ever consider writing a cookbook?
My
Someone-
picky eating.
Someone
by
said
Katie.
specifically for like your hunted food.
I think there are people out there that are so much more. What's the word? Like, what is the word I'm trying to think
I
of?
know what it
where-
is. I can't think of
You know what I'm talking about.
Qualified?
Experience?
So much more qualified.
Qualified.
Like there is so many. Like I follow a bunch of people that are wild game chefs that they're so much more qualified than I would ever need to go up against.
I think
Just
it would
go
be,
to them.
Okay, but like what you were just saying, you don't want a bunch of weird stuff with like your own personal spin on it. So it would literally just be like pulled pork, put
But
it in
does
a crock
that-
pot. And it's like Katie's pulled pork.
But it's like, okay, there are less than 5 steps to every single one
There
of
are
these.
5 recipes. 2 of them are pulled meat.
I think it'd be hilarious for like a Christmas gag gift if you made a cookbook and the only thing in it was pulled pork and that was the whole book.
Matt.
Okay,
For Matt.
Pulled pork,
So here's
5
the thing.
steps.
Here's
Into
the
the
thing
book.
about the pulled pork. It's like a.
We
it's
ate
like
it today.
It's like a joke with
We
our,
had it
with
for
our little
lunch.
group because I don't know, it hasn't been a year. I would say I started making it like last winter, and I started doing it to just have food to eat throughout the week and like almost meal prepping. But I'm okay with just eating meat, and you can't complain because you get lunch every day. But I don't supply anything else. It's just meat that is supplied, and so like therefore, like the first time I made it, y'all were like, "Cool, awesome, thanks, Katie." And then I made another batch pretty soon after that was huge. And so that's all we had to eat for quite a long time. And then it stayed in my fridge because it had like a little left over. And it stayed in my fridge for a long time.
Like a while later, Nate was like,
Is this-
new pulled pork? We're like, no.
He was like, "Is that the pulled pork?"
Yep.
Yeah, it
And so
is.
now it's just kind of a thing every time I make it, which I make it bi-weekly probably because then we eat it for a week.
Yeah.
Or 5 days. But we ate it on some buns today and it was good.
It is good. No one's saying it's not good. It's good.
Yeah, nobody's
It's just
saying
funny.
that.
It's just funny because it's just there was so much for like a month or two. Like there was so much pulled pork every day. And everyone was just like,
Not again.
pulled pork.
I've been alternating with chicken.
I do like the chicken.
And then when we make the chicken, we make quesadillas and we make sandwiches and all kinds of stuff. And it's so easy. I just crock pot.
See?
Meat?
This is the recipe.
Okay, the recipe for literally both meats, okay? Crock pot. You're gonna put Italian dressing in there. You're gonna cover it all up. So that's the liquid instead of water. I've moved on from water. And then I use Traeger seasonings. I use either the prime rib rub, it's the red one, that's for the pulled pork, or the all season. I don't really like the chicken rub. I like the all seasoning from Traeger for the chicken. And then cook for 7 hours. Shred. Let it soak in the juice. It's so
Tortilla.
good.
Cheese.
It's so good.
Tortilla. Put in a pan.
Quesadilla.
It's so good. And it's like, then you just have meat. I'm the type of person though that I could eat the same thing every single day
Yeah.
and be fine. I could eat what we had for lunch for dinner. And then for lunch again tomorrow.
I could.
I'd be fine with it.
I just don't really want, Like, you don't, in your head, you're not like, it'd be good to have, like, something different than what I ate for dinner last night and for lunch today.
If Jonathan's like, let's go to Mexican, I'd be like, sure. But if that was my option instead of cooking something else,
Yeah, I
for
guess
sure.
if it's your only option, yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
also don't
fine.
think like that.
You don't,
No, people have been bringing us food, so we haven't had to cook. And somebody brought us like a big crock pot of chili. It's been like my last 5 meals. I hadn't even thought about anything else. I'm like,
Okay,
more chili.
But in fairness, you're in survival mode right now.
True, but I would do that anyway.
Yeah.
I would just keep eating it till it's gone. And like it.
When people start forgetting about y'all in about 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the thing, they're gonna make you food, and then they're just gonna forget that you have a new baby in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll start bringing you food then,
pulled
Oh,
pork.
that's perfect.
or
That's
I'll send
perfect.
you home with stuff.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Maybe pulled chicken.
Thoughtful.
Would you rather
Yes.
pulled pork or pulled chicken? Because okay, there was that one night, and here's the thing, y'all gassed me up about the pulled pork.
It was
because
good.
good.
It was
you
good.
It's good.
and Matt and Jonathan, and we had biscuits with it that first night.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all all gassed me up about it, and I'm like,
I wasn't here.
they're gonna love it. You went home.
I did.
They're gonna love it. And so you always had it left over. You haven't had it fresh.
You need it
It's
fresh.
still good.
You need it fresh.
The juiciness is
it's
better.
even better.
I mean, I have had fresh pulled pork pulled pork before.
Yeah, but not mine.
No.
And I use pork tenderloins. I don't use like a pork butt. And so there's like no fat in it, which isn't probably best for flavor, but it's good for like I'm
Yeah.
trying to be healthy or not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Who would win in an arm wrestle, you or the person next to you?
me.
You sure about that?
You're next to me.
I know.
Are you about to arm wrestle?
I feel like I would win. I have more body mass behind me.
I mean, that doesn't equal strength, though. Not saying you're not strong. But, I mean, I'm not either.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Off camera.
Yeah.
No, we just do it right now.
Off camera, and then we'll come back and tell the result.
No,
You-
I
you won't-
got it.
No, I don't want it to be on camera.
Why? You're
Oh.
then if I do win, we're going to tell the results anyway.
But then I could just be in shame quietly, and no one would.
What if you
see.
win, though?
Public shame.
Well, then I just beat someone who's smaller than me. Like that doesn't make me cool.
All right, let's see it.
Okay, I want to say beforehand, she is much more athletic than me, and I have zero body strength, like upper body strength. It's all in my legs. So I think you're gonna win.
I don't have much upper body strength either. But
You can't make me come all the way to you. I'm nervous now. I'm gonna lose. I'm too competitive for you. Have to tell us when to go, right?
Okay. And go.
You're gonna win.
Dig
I'm
deep.
losing it. Dig deep. Shut up, Nate.
Dig deep.
I don't think either one of
That's what it's all about.
I'm digging deep. My arm is cramping. Okay. Hi.
No. Somebody's calling.
My
you.
arm hurts, Ty. We're just equally strong.
We are equally weak.
I feel like you have more bursting strength, but I feel like I could have gone longer as far as
My arm was hurting.
I feel like you hit me like a Mack truck.
Yeah. I come out strong out of the gate,
Yeah.
but what's the saying? Slow and the turtle wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race.
Who's the turtle?
I didn't win though.
Neither one of us won.
No, we tied. Hope you all enjoyed a little more lighthearted spin on catching up with Katie than the last one. Let us know what topics you would like to hear in future episodes. We will be hopefully having some more guests on here soon. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.